Jai Shri Ram, Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, 1 to 3. First slokam. Anashritaha karma phalam karyam karma karoti yah sa sannyasi cha yogi cha na niragnir na chakriyaha. భగవంతుడు ఏమంటున్నాడంటే కర్మఫలమును ఆశ్రయింపక కర్తవ్య కర్మలను ఆచరించువాడే నిజమైన సన్యాసి, నిజమైన యోగి కూడా వాడే. కానీ కేవలము అగ్నికార్యములను త్యజించినంత మాత్రాన్న సన్యాసి కాడు. అట్లే కేవలము క్రియలను త్యజించినంత మాత్రమున యోగి కూడా కాడు. हिंदी में अगर बोला जाए अनाश्रित कर्म फलम कार्यम कर्म करोति स सन्यासी च योगी च न नीरग्निर न चाक्रियः. भगवान बोले जो पुरुष कर्म फल का आश्रय न लेकर करने योग्य कर्म करता है वह सन्यासी तथा योगी है, और केवल अग्नि का त्याग करने वाला सन्यासी नहीं है तथा केवल क्रियाओं का त्याग करने वाला योगी नहीं है. इंग्लिश में अगर he who does his duty without expecting the fruit of actions is a sannyasi, sankhya yogi and a karma yogi too. So again the reference is to 1866. That is why that is called the Charama Shlokam. Charama Shlokam means the final Shlokam. Literally it is not the Charama Shlokam. Literally it is 1878. 18th chapter 78th shloka is the literal Charama Shlokam. That means the last one. Yatra yogeshwara krishno yatra partho dhanuddharaha tatra Sri Vijayor bhutir dhruvanitir matir mama. Sanjaya is telling Dhritarashtra indirectly, Are Baba, at least now you stop the war. Because Sanjaya came to report to Dhritarashtra after Bhishma fell on the 10th day. And Sanjay is actually indirectly telling Dhritarashtra, at least now, up till now, Dhritarashtra was confident that they will win the war because Bhishma is on their side. Now, Bhishma defeated even Parashurama. You see, Bhishma defeated even an avatar of Vishnu. Now, exactly defeated is not the case. Vishnu, that is Parashurama and Bhishma fought for some 23 days. But Amba, if you remember the story, Amba was one of the daughters of the king of Kashi, who was literally abducted by Bhishma so that the three daughters could be married off to Chitrangada and Vichitravirya. But Amba en route, she told Bhishma that she is in love with Salva. And he said, okay, you can go. So because Bhishma was not trying to, you see, in those days, Swayamvara was there, and there was another concept called Virya Shulka. Virya Shulka. That means, in Swayamvaras, the woman, the girl, you see, the kind of freedom that girls had, that is unthinkable today. Many idiots who have no idea, no study, they say that, Hinduism is actually discriminatory towards women. On the contrary, Hinduism puts women on a higher pedestal than men. More freedom for women. Okay. Unlike the other two desert cults. Okay. So, Virya Shulka, Swayamvara is when the girl goes around choosing her husband. And all the eligible bachelors, all of them, if not bachelors also, kings can have any number of wives. So, you see, isn't that freedom? Now, Virya Shulka is the term applied when the king, for example, let us say, is so busy that he cannot go attend the Swayamvara. He can depute somebody else to go and pick up the girls, whom he can marry later. So, Bhishma was doing that. That's called Virya Shulka. So, he went and picked up all the three girls, and Amba said, no, I am in love with Shalva. Bhishma said, okay, go. That fellow Shalva said, now that you have been picked up by Bhishma, that means in a way you are being touched by another male, I don't want you, get lost. So she came back to Bhishma and said, that fellow is now rejecting me. I am so distraught and forlorn. Why don't you marry me? He said, no, I have taken a vow, I can't marry, I will not marry. She got terribly angry. She told Bhishma, You have ruined my life. My lover has discarded me. Now you are not, because you are so handsome, well to do, and all that, but you are also rejecting. What the hell am I to do? You have destroyed my life. I will destroy your life. So she went and asked everyone. They said, sorry, sorry, we can't fight with that chap. Finally, she went to Parashurama and started weeping. Parashurama gave her an assurance without checking who caused her the agony. So you see, after giving her the assurance that he will destroy that fellow whosoever who has caused her agony, Amba quietly tells Parashurama that it is Bhishma. And Parashurama is dismayed because Bhishma was a student. Anyway, they fought. And after some 23 days, when Parashurama hurled all kinds of missiles, astra shastras, Bhishma countered everything. That means finally Parashurama had nothing which could, subdue Bhishma. He had no means, no weapons, nothing absolutely with which to subdue and subjugate and bring Bhishma under control. Then he raised his hands and said, no, I cannot do anything, which is actually an indirect admission of having lost to Bhishma. So this is the situation. Dhritarashtra was confident that as long as Bhishma is there, we can win the war. And so Sanjaya decided. Now Bhishma is dead. He is lying on the Astra Shayana. So he came back to tell the Bhagavad Gita to Dhritarashtra, and finally 1878 is actually one more appeal. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno Yatra Partho Dhanuttaraha Tatra Sri Vijayor Bhutir Dhruvanitir Matir Mama. Wherever Krishna and Arjuna reside, Tatra Shri. Shri means opulence, wealth, Aishwaryam, beauty, and auspiciousness. Everything, actually the word Shri refers to Lakshmi Devi, the Shakti of Rama, or Radha is also Shakti of Krishna. So Tatra Shri Vijaya, victory. Bhuti. Bhuti is power, absolute power. And it can also mean all kinds of wealth and good fortune. Tatra Sri Vijayor Bhutir Dhruvanitir Matir Mama. Steady dharma. That means a very steadfast sense of righteousness. So all these things will reside wherever Arjuna and Krishna are there. Here actually a hidden message is, we all are Arjunas, and if we worship Krishna, then we too will have the benefit of all those four things. Tatra Sri Vijayo Bhutir Dhruvanitir Matir Mama. So the message of Bhagavad Gita is always worship Krishna, associate with Krishna, be in Krishna consciousness, and you will be assured what Sanjaya said. Tatra Sri Vijayo Bhutir Dhruvanitir Matir Mama. So Sanjay is actually telling Dhritarashtra, Arey, listen, old man. Dhritarashtra, you see the word Dhritarashtra etymologically means a person who has grabbed the country. భూ కబ్జా కాదు, దేశం కబ్జా చేసి కూర్చున్నాడు ధృతరాష్ట్ర. ఎవ్రీ ఫెయిల్డ్ సిటిజన్ ఈజ్ ఎ ధృతరాష్ట్ర. Every citizen who does not do his duties as a citizen, who has no patriotism, that fellow who tries to cheat and loot others, he is actually a Dhritarashtra. He is a blind fellow, spiritually totally blind. In fact, that is the meaning of the word Dhritarashtra. That means రాష్ట్రాన్ని పట్టి పీడిస్తున్నాడు, రాష్ట్రాన్ని కబ్జా చేస్తున్నాడు. భూ కబ్జా చేసేవాడు చిన్న కబ్జా, వీడు పెద్ద కబ్జా. Anyway, Sanjaya finally gave one more shot trying to convince this blind fellow, but no, he is not going to listen. So that is the literal Charma Shloka. But Bhashyakaras, Ramanuja, Madhva Shankara, all of them great interpreters, commentators, they all exegetist or hermeneutics is another English word which means interpretation of scripture. All of them say 1866 is the Charma Shloka, which means not the literal last shloka, which means metaphorically, symbolically, representationally, it contains the very gist of the entire Bhagavad Gita. So if you understand 1866, you can proudly claim that you have understood the entire Bhagavad Gita. 1866, we already know it. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja aham tva sarvapapebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. And again the explanation, you see, there are some ill-informed pseudo scholars who criticize Krishna by saying, what is this? He is saying Sarva Dharman Parityajya. He should actually say Sarva Adharman Parityajya. These fools and ignoramuses don't understand that every word in Sanskrit acquires a nuanced meaning in a different context. So here actually Adi Shankaracharya in his commentary writes that dharma there actually means karma. Sarva Dharman Parityajya means give up all obsession for rituals, procedures, protocol. Don't bother, because life is too short. You don't know when you are going to kick the bucket. అన్ని పూజలు వ్రతాలు అవన్నీ వద్దురా, టైం లేదురా. సర్వధర్మాన్ పరిత్యజ్యమామేకం శరణం వ్రజ. కృష్ణ is saying, stop bothering about all this and mamekam sharanam vraja, take refuge in me. Vraja means go. Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami, I will redeem you from all papas and I will confer moksha on you. Therefore the best way to remember 1866 is remember the word DOER, doer, in which D stands for sense of doership, O stands for sense of ownership, E stands for expectation of rewards. So if you don't have this sense of doership or sense of ownership, and also do not hanker for rewards, no expectation of rewards, then you become Krishna's agent. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever, everything that you do. Every Hindi song is also for Krishna. I sing lot of Hindi songs. I listen to them. I enjoy them. But I always think I am serenading Krishna. SERENADE. Serenade means a love song sung only for the lover. So that should be the right attitude. Anyway, that is the Charma Slokam. 1866. Now coming back to 6th chapter, 1st sloka. अनाश्रितः कर्मफलं कार्यं कर्म करोति यः स सन्यासी च योगी च न निरग्निर्न चाक्रियः. Telugu, Hindi and English also I gave you. All Gita Press translations only. Bhagavan is saying, he who does his duty without expecting the fruit of actions is a sannyasi. That is a Sankhya yogi. And a Karma yogi also. Yogi. He is no sannyasi. Renouncer. Sannyasi means renouncer, who has merely renounced the sacred fire. Even so, he is no yogi, who has merely given up all activity. అన్ని పనులు వదిలేసిన వాడు యోగి కాదురా. అసలు యోగి అంటే భగవద్గీతలో యోగి మీన్స్ వన్ హూ ఈజ్ 1866 ప్రపన్న, వన్ హూ has taken prapatti. That means sharanagati. Okay, right. So yogi does not mean one who is doing lot of Patanjali yogasanas. Hatha yoga veru. So that is why in every chapter in Bhagavad Gita is called Arjuna Vishada Yoga, Sankhya Yoga. Of course, you must know that these names were given by Adi Shankaracharya. Okay, I finished the first slokam. Now I will go to the second one, 6th chapter, 2nd. Yam sanyasamiti prahuhu yogam tam vidhi pandava nahya sanyasta sankalpo yogi bhavati kaschana. O Arjuna, సన్యాసము అని పిలువబడినదియే యోగము అని తెలుసుకో. ఎలా అంటే సంకల్పత్యాగము చెయ్యని వాడెవ్వడు యోగిగా లేడు. ఓకే, हे अर्जुन, जिसको संन्यास ऐसा कहते हैं, उसी को तू योग जान, क्योंकि संकल्पों का त्याग न करने वाला कोई भी पुरुष योगी नहीं होता. इधर संकल्प का मतलब है सेल्फिश डिज़ायर, पर्सनल डिज़ायर. आप अपने लिए कुछ कर रहे हो तो रिएक्शन भी झेलना पड़ेगा भाई. अगर सब कुछ कृष्ण के लिए कर रहे हो तो रिएक्शन वो देख लेगा. वो ही विल बिकम आवर एक्स प्रॉमिसर. EXPROMISSOR. It is a term from law and finance. Ex promiser means if you take loans, he will repay your loans. Wonderful, isn't it? Okay. 6.3. 3rd chapter, 3rd slokam. Arurukshor muner yogam karma karanamuchyate. Yogarudhasya tasyaiva shamah karanamuchyate. Acha, 2nd slokam, the English version. 2nd one. Arjuna, you must know that what they call sannyasa is no other than yoga. For none becomes a yogi who has not abandoned his worldly desires. That is sankalpa. Sankalpa, thoughts of worldly desires. Okay, now the third one. Third one is Arurukshor muner yogam karma karanamuchyate. Yoga rudhasya tasyaiva shamah karanamuchyate. Another wonderful sloka. See, Bhagavad Gita, every sloka will give you the full voltage, full voltage, 10,000 volts spiritual shock. But most of us have become so insensitive, it is not making any difference. Yogarudha sthitini పొందగోరు మననశీలుడైన పురుషునకు నిష్కామ కర్మ ఆచరణము వలననే యోగ ప్రాప్తి కలుగును. యోగారూఢుడైన పురుషునకు సర్వసంకల్ప राहित्यमे मोक्ष प्राप्ति की मूलमु. सुनिए सुनिए मीनिंग सुनिए हिंदी में. आरुरुक्षोर मुनेर योगम कर्म कारणमुच्यते योगारूढ़स्य तस्यैव शमः कारणमुच्यते. योग में आरूढ़ होने की इच्छा वाले मननशील पुरुष के लिए योग की प्राप्ति में निष्काम भाव से कर्म करना ही हेतु कहा जाता है. और योगारूढ़ हो जाने पर उस योगारूढ़ पुरुष को जो सर्वसंकल्पों का अभाव है वही कल्याण में हेतु कहा जाता है. इंग्लिश. टू द contemplative who desires to attain karma yoga, selfless action is said to be the means. For the same man who is already established in yoga, absence of all sankalpas, thoughts of worldly desires, is said to be the way to blessedness. Which means till you achieve moksha, keep doing your work and dedicate everything to Krishna. After you achieve moksha, there is nothing more to be done for you, but you will still do it because you are setting an example for the others like Krishna. So I think I will end here. It's already a pretty long video. I hope you enjoyed our small discussion. Bolo Jai Shri Ram.